today's video I'm going to be doing another speed build. So I know I've been doing a lot of these lately, but I'm just really into doing the builds. I don't really know why. I just kind of have, I don't know, I don't know what it is, but I'm just really enjoying doing them. So this time I'm doing a start home. I so rarely do start homes. I say that as if I've been doing builds forever. I literally have only started doing them within the last week or so, but this one is a Tudor style house. So it is, I think it's pretty much just using Get Together and base game because it's in Windenburg, and I really wanted it to be more like playable for people. Like I really wanted it to be more, you know, a lot better for people. So this house is around 21k. So if you have 2 Sims in the very beginning when you start off a new save, you can actually move into this house, which is really good in my opinion. So yeah, I never built a house like this before. I don't think I've ever even used any of the stuff from Get Together. I just don't find this as really my personal style. Like I would much rather build a modern house over a house like this, but I think it turned out pretty cute considering like I've literally never built one before. So as you can see here, I'm starting off with the main outside of the house. So it was quite hard to do because I'm just very, I don't know, I'm just not used to doing this, like I said. So it was a bit of a struggle, I will admit, but once I got it kind of going and flowing, it kind of just happened and it turned out really nice in my opinion. I don't know, you know, but obviously because it's so cheap, it is quite bland on the inside, which is a shame because I would like to decorate it a bit more because I do like to clutter my houses. If you've seen the off the grid cottage or the modern tiny home videos, which I'll link down below, but yeah, it was just very hard to do this kind of style house and to try and make it look nice. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm trying to kind of do the wallpaper and stuff. I don't really know what would look right and, you know, stuff like that, but it kind of turned out okay, like the wallpaper. So I used this one from Get Together, and the bottom of it has this pattern across it because I thought it'd be kind of prettier if you do it like that. And then the rest of the, like the second, what's it called, like the second layer of the house is just plain, like the plain wooden planks going up, so there's no fancy pattern because it looked really weird on the roof. So yeah, I tried to make the roofs like very tall and very pointy because that's kind of what, I don't know, that just seems to be kind of Tudor houses. So imagine this being built, you know, in the Tudor times. But yeah, I did this as a 2-story house. I know that that's kind of like rare to have a 2-story house and for it to be like a starter house, but I thought that, you know, it's probably, I had enough money to do that. I mean, it did mean that the inside was kind of bland, and I also had like 0 money for landscaping, so you'll see later on I'm kind of scavenging for money and going around and trying to delete as many things as I possibly can that I don't really need. It was a shame because I like some of the decorative items, but it was the best I could do with the amount of money, and I did really want to keep this as a starter home because I'd been doing it the whole time. If I just kind of went back on it, I felt like it'd be a bit pointless. But anyways, so I'm just trying to place in windows and stuff now. I basically used everything from Get Together, like the windows and everything, because I wanted everything to match and look and like keep in the style of the Tudor house. There's this awkward bit on the upstairs where I could not think of where to put any windows because there wasn't really any like space because of the tall roof. So there's kind of a lot of like awkward spaces. So there's 2 windows kind of, as you saw before, just awkwardly placed. I don't know, it was the best I could do, you know, to still have windows on the top, because I thought if it's like your bedroom, you're not going to want it to be completely like windowless, considering the bottom floor is quite like it has quite a lot of windows in it, because I kind of tend to do that with my builds. But yeah, so this is a really nice build in my opinion. You can find it on the gallery underneath my username, origin ID designer1, once again with the letters, not the number, like the word one, you know, O-N-E, you know. So yeah, this is also the first time I'm actually recording this voiceover on the Mac. I have now got a thing that I'm so good at describing. It means that I can plug my mic into the Mac instead of having to export it and put it onto the PC and stuff like that, because it was getting very complicated doing that, and it was very annoying having to do it because this, like, the Mac just kept on crashing and it was just being like really frustrating. So I'm very glad I've got this now. because it's very handy. So I'm just doing this just like in my living room right now, so you know, casual. But yeah, so as you can see here, I'm already starting to run out of money. I've only got like £3 left, and I was like panicking because I realized I'd only decorated like not even the fully downstairs. And you'll see later that I decorate the whole downstairs, go upstairs because I'm like, oh, I've only got that left, and I still had a bit of money left, and realized that I hadn't done any of the bathroom, so I hadn't even put a toilet in or anything. So I was like, oh my god, I'm screwed. This is horrific. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But yeah, this build really tried to get me out of my comfort zone. I'm so not used to doing this kind of build or style, so it's quite interesting trying to do this. I literally nearly gave up at one point because at the start it was just getting me really frustrated. I actually started another build that day and it just didn't go well. I don't know if it'll be posted soon, if I might finish it one of the days, but it was like a Sulani beach house, but it was just very hard to do and it was quite infuriating. But as you can see in the living room, I went for a kind of green colour scheme because that rhymed, but because I wanted to kind of put some colour in, because the rest of the like kitchen and all this space was completely just like wooden, and I thought that'd be kind of boring if the whole place is, so I had to put a little pop of a colour. So the rug in the kitchen is also like has a green border, and the dining chairs and everything are also green. It was also really interesting to just use Get Together and Base Game, because I've so rarely used things from Base Game. I didn't like take any of the packs out or anything, so as you can see there's like every pack in there, so it was hard because sometimes I'd place an item and I was like, oh wait, I can't even use that because it's not part of the 2 packs that I'm using. I say 2 packs, it's just Base Game and Get Together. But I thought that it would be nice if anyone just has these 2 packs and no others. I don't know why you'd have that. It's kind of a weird combination. Like, obviously you have Base Game, but it's kind of weird having Get Together out of everything. I don't know. I guess if you bought it a while ago, I don't know. But I feel like people pick seasons and stuff over it. But anyways. But yeah, it was just interesting to do this kind of a build, and quite nice as like a first time doing this. But yeah, as you can see here, I do the landing bit and I do this mirror and light situation, but afterwards when I was taking the screenshots and play testing the whole house, which I do for every build, by the way, so every house is playable, luckily. It did not work. You couldn't use the mirror, so I had to change it around a bit. So you'll see in the little screenshots and little like cinematic bit later on that it is different, but you know. I also had to use this sink. I was planning on just using one of like the cheap Base Game ones, but this sink just kind of worked so perfectly with the build, and I was like, I've got to use it. I've never used it before, like I really should use it. So it kind of cost a bit of money, but I think it was worth it in the end. I think it made the whole bathroom just look a whole lot better in my opinion. But yeah, so now we're just doing the curtains, because I always forget to do curtains in my speed builds. I don't know what it is about them, but I just forget to do them. And in Sims I just genuinely forget to. Also, they are so expensive. What kind of curtains are like 100 and like, I don't know, 110 or something like that per curtain? Like, are you kidding me? I don't have this kind of money. This is meant to be under 21k. But as you can see here, I just placed all the curtains and realised I only had about 200 simoleons left, so I was like, oh my god, I'm screwed. And yeah, so it was a lot of hassle and deleting stuff, and also adding myself a bit more money on just so I could actually get a kind of working house, because I didn't want it to be like unplayable or anything. You know, I didn't want to leave out the bed or anything like that because that's just dumb. And I also want to still make it look decently pretty, even though it didn't really turn out the best, but it was alright in my opinion. I don't know if you think that, but yeah. So this is just me doing the bedroom. I kind of did it, I was going to plan on doing it as a kind of loft kind of area, so you kind of just walk upstairs and there's no like hallway or anything, but in the end I decided that a Tudor house probably wouldn't have that kind of a vibe, so I was like, I'm going to have to just do that and just put a wall in, which is really expensive. Why are walls so expensive? Let me just say that. But yeah, so I'm just kind of doing the outside now a little bit. I probably go back and forth like 20 times because I can't do one thing. I just get distracted too much. So I'm like doing the chimney and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I forgot that. And like, oh, so yeah. I also realised I hadn't got enough money for like the little chimney bit on the top. So I was like, oh my god, I need to go delete some stuff. And I was like considering delete the clutter in the kitchen, but I just didn't want to do that because I really like clutter. I didn't want to delete it, okay. But anyways, This is me just fiddling around with some things, sorting out some last minute finishing touches. But yeah, also I have a little sim outside. He's been in all my builds. Poor guy, he's been moving around a lot lately. He's just my sim that I use so I can take screenshots. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you want to see another speed build or if you've got any ideas of other videos I can do. Like, comment, subscribe, and do anything you want. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye everyone.